It looked like, man, Michaela gave us another good one, bro. She put the works, the motherfucking works on Spencer, man. This one was like a really good fight to watch, man. I was really a little bit surprised, man, because, you know, Michaela Mayer, if a lot of y'all don't know, she's already 35 years old, man. In boxing, that usually, you know, at least on the men's side. The women's side, I think the girls kind of hold on to their power and their skill set a little bit more. I think they incur a little bit less damage as far as like, you know, in contrast to the men's. But 35 is 35, man. The girl's looking good. She is showing a lot of improvement, man, from her previous fights, like all of her previous fights, man. I mean, if you ever watch a good Michaela Mayer fight, especially that two-set series between her and Sandy Ryan, you can tell, man, compared to this fight against Spencer, it's a stark improvement, man, in terms of her aggression, her ability to fight in close, and her pursuit of, you know, different angles, man. Michaela, she's always been, you know, pretty tenacious and, you know, somebody that comes forward quite a bit. But I think in previous fights, she's really been more of like a bit of a range finder. She didn't really, you know, make it a sort of like take a lot of initiative to just get on the inside and do the work there. She only did it when she was basically in control of the fight. She would do so, you know, when the game got a little bit kind of deep into the waters. But in this fight with Spencer, man, she basically turned a whole new page, man. Her footwork was a lot different. She's not relying simply on the jab from the outside. She's jabbing on the way in a lot more, and just looking a lot more confident, a lot more, you know, sort of like statement focused. You know what I mean? Like the way she was putting hands on Spencer, man, I was like, God damn, this is the whole new Michaela Mayer, man. If that version of Michaela was in against Sandy, I think, you know, I think it would have probably brought out a better version of Sandy in a way, but it would have been a lot more dangerous, man. I think this all has to do with, you know, what a difference a coach makes, man. I think her current coach, man, he has really taken a close look at what Kay Koromo has done with her, and he's built on that, man. A lot of times, you know, you get people navigating from one coach to another coach throughout their career, and sometimes you see a stark improvement. A lot of times you see that you just find that you've got a fighter that's like stuck in their ways, and they're no longer trainable. I mean, at least not by the mindset and the technique of that new coach. But I think Michaela has been like a very fluid kind of student, man. And it really, really shows, man. I rarely see such a stark improvement in a fighter from basically one fight to the next. You know what I mean? That whole set between her and Sandy, you know, as you guys might know, it all stemmed from Michaela, you know, having a little bit of beef with her coach and Sandy for bringing Sandy into their camp. And basically kind of, you know, temporarily getting in the way of Michaela getting a championship shot, you know. And so she switched coaches and she navigated her way back into position to take that fight. And she was successful, you know what I mean? And I think her new trainer, man, the dude's name escaped me, but god damn, man, they're doing wonderful work, man. Because this chick, like I said, she's 35. She's had a lot of winning experience, so naturally a lot of people tend to get stuck in their head and stuck in their ways when they're winners, you know what I mean? They think there's nothing else that they can really learn, but not in this case, man. Michaela's shown the benefit of being exposed to a new way of training and a new way of doing things, you know what I mean? A way of just adding more arsenal to your armory, you know? And man, what a great fucking fight, man. In terms of her display of dominance, her exuberance and confidence, her sense of control, I'm like, god damn, I can't wait to see what that version of Michaela grows into next, man, and what she's gonna look like against some stiffer competition. I think Spencer would have been a better fight had she gotten to Michaela before the Sandy Ryan fights, before all the drama, before the coach switching. I think it would have been a more competitive fight because of how Michaela was fighting leading up to those other events. But this version, I don't think anybody saw that coming. Nobody outside of the camp or anybody with a little window into what they were doing there, man. Because I certainly have been a big fan and supporter of Michaela's work, but I also got surprised, man, pleasantly surprised. I was like, man, the way she's putting hands on this motherfucker, I can't get enough of this shit, man. I don't watch the fight, man. Over 2 times just to marvel at the difference, man. It's like, what the fuck, bro? So it is what it is, motherfucker. The girl doing big motherfucking things. Shout out to boxing, women's boxing on the way up. Peace, motherfuckers.